So tonight we're doing our top 5 killer moms in horror in honor of Mother's Day. It could be evil moms too, because one of the ones on here that I have on here is an evil mom, but she technically didn't kill. She tried to kill somebody and didn't succeed before she got killed. Deborah Logan from Taking of Deborah Logan. The one where they steal the old guy's records and piss off Tobin Bell. Yeah, that's good. But hello, Newman. Oh God, Seinfeld tangent. We can just go on and on and on. Holy crap. So I'll go. My first killer mom that I have at number 5 is Mommy from People Under the Stairs.
That's my number 5. I had it right up right here, right?
Yep.
Had it right up. That's funny.
Yep.
That's hysterical.
So now we know Brett.
I actually like the dad even further. You go back and talk about the dad. Do you remember when the dad first appears in the all leather outfit, like out of nowhere?
Like the Gimp?
Music and the intensity.
Yeah, he was like the original Gimp. Take it easy, Jim. Jimmy's heading out. See you later, man.
Take care, Jimmy.
Hit that like button on the way out, damn it. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get those likes. Let's get those sons of bitches up.
You're damn right. God, Pat, that's good. That was one of the ones I had on there right away. And I believe she's from Chicago.
Ooh, that's a good one, John. Who can forget Minnie and Rosemary's Baby? Yeah.
Cincinnati, I was way off.
Yes, Cincinnati. I'm way off. Oh, she's on my list, Lurch. She's coming. Number 5, Lurch has got Mama Firefly, House of 1,000 Corpses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because part 2, you don't see her kill anybody in part 2. But yeah, in part 1, she does kill the sheriff.
Boy, does she ever.
Sheriff Wydell. What about you? What'd you have for number 5? You had same as me. We're both on the same page.
As you. Number 4, I had Kathleen Turner, serial mom. She's just mom. Now John
number
Waters.
4. I didn't even think of that. Serial mom. I didn't even think of that. What did I have for number 4? Oh, my number 4. There you go. Shout out to Lurch. I had Mama Firefly from that House of it was on my list. I realized it was next. Mama Firefly, House of 1,000 Corpses.
Oh, Bill, just remind me of the mom in the Evil Dead Rise. Oh, that would have been awesome. I should have thought of that.
Oh, she's on my list. And yeah, she's on my list. She's coming. She's coming. She was great.
Even though
too.
She didn't do anything. How about the lush mom in the original Nightmare on Elm Street? Come on, she's a lush.
She was a lush.
She's a lush.
Wait till we get to her episode. She's in Tales from the Dark Side.
Oh, she's in Tales from the Dark Side, really?
She is in an episode of Tales from the Dark Side. Bill, you out there? Do you remember that episode? She is in an episode of Tales from the Dark Side.
Do.
Oh yeah, she's got Mom from Evil Dead Rise. Mom at the end of Last House on the Left is kind of badass. Oh, she's on my list too. She's coming. Carrie's mom, Mrs. White. She's on my list.
Yeah, Carrie's mom.
Carrie's mom has got it going on. Pamela Voorhees, Dorothy H., Frightmare 74, Diamondback from Near Dark, Ellie and Mommy from The People. Yep, that's a good list. I have several on my list. Mrs. Loomis from Scream 2. That's true.
What's her name? Roseanne's sister.
Yeah. Oh shit! What the hell's her name?
Hell's her name?
Why am I drawing a blank? She plays Sheldon's mom.
She's hitting the convention circuit now.
Tiffany Valentine. Yeah, I thought of that too. Tiffany in Child's Play is right. So I had so we're on number 3. Did you get what was your number 3?
That's actually, that was my next one. Mrs. Loomis.
Number 3 for you.
Laurie Metcalf. Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Laurie Metcalf. See, there he is.
The brother's in the house.
My number 3, I had Ellie from Evil Dead Rise. Had to have it.
See, I missed that one. I screwed up. I should have had that one on here.
What is everybody got for their number 3? What's everybody got?
Now, my number 3 could be this could be discretionary, but I'm going with Norma Bates because she technically was in Psycho 4. So
I was throwing that in. I was going to make that an honorable mention because I'm like, yeah, technically it wasn't her, and the original was really Norman. But yeah, I mean, that's if you talk about iconic killer moms. I mean,
yeah,
you have to put Mrs. Bates. I didn't do it because everybody else. I'm like,
And we're going to take a shout out to moms just in general in horror after this because that's what I kind of did and I screwed up. So my fault.
We could do that. We can do it. We're actually making good time tonight, so we can do that.
Yeah.
Colin, he's still talking about the old shows. Yeah, MASH and Taxi. Well, Taxi I watch a lot too. I should have put that on my list because they stream it on Pluto every night. They don't have MASH on it, but MASH and Taxi was a staple in my house as a kid. I still remember sitting with. I still remember sitting there, me, my brother, my mom and dad, my grandmother watching the final episode in '84. Still remember like it was yesterday. The mom from Flowers in the Attic. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, she's pretty nasty, right?
She was a fucking evil bitch. Yeah, big time. So yeah, that was your number 3 was.
I put Norma. Yeah.
You put Mrs. Bates. I put Ellie from Evil Dead Rise. So what's your number 2?
My number 2. This is where I fall in the place where this is where I have Pamela Voorhees. This is where I have Jason's mom.
Jason's mom, Mrs. Voorhees, Miss Pamela Voorhees.
Yes, Betsy Palmer, baby.
She's not. So I'm sure you can figure out where she lands on my list when I give you my number 2. Because my number 2, technically she wasn't a killer, but she's still considered a killer, iconic mom because she tried to kill her daughter, Mrs. White, Carrie's mom from Carrie.
Oh wow, that's good.
Had to put her in there. So that's my number 2, Mrs. White.
Okay, nice.
Let's see what everybody else has gotten here because the book made me hate her even more. Corey Cunningham's mom is a good one. Yeah, she was a bitch. She wasn't a killer, but she was a bitch.
And that actress played her very well too.
She was definitely good. You can't say anything bad about the acting in Halloween Ends. You can hate the storyline, you can hate the direction, but it was well acted by everybody.
I just missed the Benny Hill music and the fight.
The Benny Hill music. Oh, now you got me thinking that I should do a remix with the Benny Hill music in the background.
Everybody, but yeah, come on, Pat. Like we got to always tell people like that movie got screwed up. The pandemic screwed that third entry up big time.
They really did. It did. That's what screwed up the pandemic.
I think it would be interesting to hear what ideas that were in line originally before the pandemic. I would be curious, wouldn't you?
Well, Taking Shape 2 doesn't have that because it doesn't go all the way up to there. Let's talk to Dustin. Dustin should go up there and get a hold of the new stuff and put Taking Shape 2.0, 2.5, 2.0. And I am going to reach out to him. I do want to reach out to him too. About doing the book club with Taking Shapes. See if he wants to come on and do it with us.
Yeah, do a merchandising book. Come on.
Well, that's good too. But yeah, if we do like the book club, I would like to get him on because he said he would do it, but that was way back when. I haven't talked to him in a while. Let's see what other ones are people throwing in here. Samantha Egger and Cronenberg's The Brood. Oh God, that's a good movie. I haven't seen The Brood in a long time. Did I ever break out the post? Did I ever take out my Halloween? Is it Halloween 6? I forget. I got Foreign Lobby.
Oh, Mommy Dearest. Oh my God, Bill.
No, I think it's the Italian Photobuster posters. They're like the lobby cards, but they're just basically big posters. And it's for shit. Is it 4? Halloween 4? I gotta go back. It's for I forget which Halloween movie it is. And on the poster, it shows the little girl from The Brood, but it says it's Halloween 3, I think. And it shows a little girl from The Brood. So it's completely wrong. I have to go. I'll dig it out for next episode.
Hey, I thought your number 1 or 2 would be Nancy Loomis in Halloween 3. She was evil. She was mean.
She was an evil bitch.
She was just so nasty.
Oh, Faye Dunaway. Yeah, Mommy Dearest. No Wire Hanger. She was an evil son bitch in that.
Yeah, she was.
Coming back from Near Dark. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Travis. Yeah, we haven't started doing the book club yet. She lets her baby brother kill himself. That's right. In the film, the film gives a whole backstory to Corey's mom and basically explaining why she is the way she is. That's right. I have to go. We're going to start the book club. This Thursday would have been the second week, so it should technically be the beginning of it. But with me being away last week, it's not happening. I don't have the
probably wasn't enough running time to do that, right?
It's really long, the novel.
In the film, yeah.
Yeah, they can only fit so much in there, and I don't think that was really necessarily essential. She didn't have a whole backstory. She didn't need it in the film. Alex Foster in Fatal Attraction was rather bent.
Oh God, yeah. Who's the actress? The brunette, not Glenn Close, obviously.
Fatal Attraction.
Somebody also have it in the chat pretty quick.
Oh, Michael Douglas's wife in it.
Yeah.
Oh God, she was cute as hell. I can't think of her name. Yeah, I don't know I've never understood the reason why he was even cheating on her because she was cute as hell, and she liked to fool around and obviously
Ann Archer. Ann Archer.
She was good to go in her down. I don't know what she looks like now. Honorable mention for Travis is Beatrice from Kill Bill. Not horror, but Chris Nelson is in it, so it's all counted. Nice.
Hey, Travis, my brother's in the chat. Like before we realized what I kind of misinterpreted what we were going to talk about tonight. That was the first one my brother said was Beatrix Kiddo, Uma Thurman in Kill Bill. Yeah.
So what number one, right?
Travis. Yeah.
So my number two was Carrie's mom, and your number two was Mrs. Voorhees. So what's your number one?
It goes in line with the next movie, or the new one's coming out this upcoming Friday. Dollface from The Strangers. I always thought she was effective. I watched.
Nice.
Actually, shit. I watched that when I was working last week. I watched the original Strangers as I was working, and yeah, she was pretty effective. The Dollface.
Very, very effective. Good movie.
Something tells me too, and I could be wrong. I'm just guessing. You have some female masks there, but I'm not totally convinced that they're females behind that mask in this new one. But just my opinion.
So the new one's coming out this week, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to. We're gonna try to figure out when to go see it.
Wow. Hey, what's up, David?
Hey, David.
Welcome to the party. Wow. Travis, I'm honestly surprised they've never tried to do The Crow with a woman. That would actually be interesting. Give it time. Give it time.
Hey, Pat, you know what one of my coworkers was telling me about Halloween? If they ever redo Halloween, imagine if the Laurie Strode character was a guy instead and he was stalking a guy. I'm looking at, this is Mike, my coworker in the warehouse, one of my guys in the warehouse. I'm like, Mike, you've been smoking? You've been drinking?
Whatever you're smoking and drinking, stop.
But in all seriousness, I go, Mike, nowadays, it could happen.
Oh,
you could change it up. You could change it up.
Larry Strode. Lawrence Strode. Oh, could you imagine? Strangers. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new one. Both Strangers. I think The Strangers Pray at Night is just as good as the original.
Here you go, Pat. If Laurie Strode was a guy, no funny jokes there with Jamie Lee Curtis. Who would play Larry Strode? Next week we're gonna fantasy recast Larry Strode.
Yeah, really. Do you remember? Oh, Soap was one of my favorite shows as a kid. That's one of the TV shows I have the whole series of. Soap was absolutely hysterical, way ahead of its time.
You go back in The Strangers, that sequel was fun. Yeah, lots of fun.
Rockford Files. I do what the Rockford I watched it all the time as a kid. But Streets of San Francisco, and I've been watching a lot of it lately because they showed on Pluto. The old, if anybody remembers it, with Carl Malden and the young Mike Douglas. Kojak was awesome. Cannon, I loved Cannon. Big fat guy like me, kicking ass. God bless him. And Hill Street Blues. Yeah.
How about Barney Miller? Come on, Barney Miller was badass, right?
I love Barney Miller. Barney Miller was the best. Good move. Good TV show.
Sean Clark, Larry Strode. Yeah, the casting call comes off. The casting call comes off for Larry Strode. The last two left in there are Tony Moran and freaking Sean Clark.
Oh, that's just not right. Tony Moran would be Larry Strode. Oh. That's just, I mean, come on. that's not right.
That's a con right there.
Oh God. he was Pat, come on. What was he on before he got on with us? What was he on? That wasn't alcohol. There's no way, right?
Oh no, I'm sure there was other things. I'm sure there's plenty of other things.
Oh man, that was okay. Anyways,
yeah, he was great. Empty Nest, he was good in Empty Nest. Yeah, Bert was on that. He was good in the hell was that Blake Edwards movie? Not A Fine Mess. Fine Mess was Ted Danson and Howie
Richard
Mandel.
Mulligan. Richard Mulligan
Yeah.
was Empty Nest, right?
He was the Empty Nest, but he was in a Blake Edwards movie, and it was really funny. I forget which one.
Richard Mulligan was in Teachers. Remember, he's the one teacher that is like the substitute teacher. You don't even realize it.
And he kept
The
dressed in
institution.
character. He was dressing in character.
Chris Columbus and then Lincoln.
Yeah, great. He died. He died a while ago too. He died young.
Yeah, The Strangers too had some great music in it. Mark, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Strangers is
Yeah.
great. Part 2 was good. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, so we'll kill this. So my number, of course, I didn't mention her yet. So my number 1 was Mrs. Voorhees. So as soon as you throw Killer Moms, I'm like, I had to go Mrs. Voorhees. What did you have? Who was your number 1?
I had it. The Strangers.
The Strangers. Yeah, I'm like, we got off on a tangent.
Dollface. She's not here, but I would say the number 1 killer mom would probably be my wife, but she would.
I like how you looked over your shoulder first, like.
I told her, I go, listen, I'm going to mention you in the killer moms. She's like, you better. I was like, oh, okay. Anyways.
Yep, Lurch, number 1, Mrs. Voorhees. Yeah. As soon as I thought of this, this was on the fly today because I'm like, oh, it's Mother's Day. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Like, why not just talk about killer moms and horror for Mom's Day?
I really wish Betsy Palmer would have lasted or would have been around a little bit longer for people that got hooked on conventions.
Yeah,
after she passed.
She
was a sweetheart. She kicked ass,
and she would have done well, very well.
She did very well. Like when I met her, I think she was like
I know, but
$40 when I met her.
But you got to remember how much more she could have made if she'd been around a lot longer. Because especially now with the price of conventions and how many more conventions there are, forget it. She would have really cleaned up.
Yeah, she's definitely realistically should be number 1. But the doll face was sticking to my mind because of the new movie. Yeah.
Travis is just noticing the rat waving to him.
Travis, you ever seen Dead Alive? You might have to jump in on that watch along. Travis, you haven't seen Dead Alive? Oh, the rat monkey.
Not the Queen Alien and James Cameron's Aliens.
Bill, you're going way off the deep end.
You.
Isn't Ripley a mom technically too?
What was the asshole dad's name in 6? He was
John Strode.
John Strode, yeah. Bradford English.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a dick.
You shut up.
Hello, Mr. Boogeyman. Ooh, I'm really scared, Mr. Boogeyman. And he kicks your ass, you bastard, you.
Yeah, Bill might be onto something. That's a good one. Yeah, the Queen Alien. It's pretty good.
Nice. Well, that is our top 5 killer moms. Throw some more in the chat if you want while we're here hanging out. Throw some in the comments below after the fact if you're watching this tomorrow. But yeah, that is our top 5 killer moms in horror. Thanks for watching our latest top 5 from an episode of That Horror Movie Podcast. We do That Horror Movie Podcast every Sunday night live at 8 p.m. on this channel. And every week we feature a top 5 that we all do together and share live with everybody in the chat. So if you have any ideas, by all means, drop them in the comments below. Like this video. It helps everybody find this channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. And we will see you on Sunday nights.